golf course from here, it was not long before both of them realised that they had in fact found their person. The part of themselves they never knew they needed to now become a part they knew they could no longer live without. For Rod, the feeling of being in love with Jessica is like a bright ray of sun that chases the darkness away from all the nooks and crannies of his mind and soul. And for Jess, it is having someone to share the journey of life with, to always feel supported and to have someone you can be completely vulnerable with. And lastly, and most importantly, to never ever feel alone.
Rod, if anyone had told me 4 years ago that we would be standing here today, promising the rest of our lives to each other, I would not have believed them. But I am forever grateful that those sliding doors opened at exactly the right time and allowed our paths to converge at this point. I love you. And I am so blessed to have found a man as thoughtful, romantic, and selfless as you. From this day on, I promise that whatever obstacles may lie in our path, I will walk beside you and we will face them together. Whenever you reach for my hand, I will always be there. And no matter how busy life gets, I promise to always make time for us.
He is also an early bird that catches the worm, rise and shining for his morning run. Yes, he has even run a few marathons in his time, whereas Jess is really none of these things. No, she absolutely despises running, and mornings for that matter. And we must wrap this part off with Jess being a great dancer and Rod, well, he has 2 left feet.
Jessica Marie, I promise to love, honour and obey you at all times. I vow to be considerate, loving and caring. Jess, I promise to laugh at all your jokes and puns, no matter how terrible. I vow to always consider your needs above my own and promise to show you empathy and compassion.
So take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. For I
Without further ado, I can now pronounce you are husband and wife. Give each other a big kiss. Here they are, Sunshine Coast's newest married couple who just got hitched here in beautiful Montville. Please put your hands together once again for the very brand new Mr. and Mrs. Brockett.
Actually, I was supposed to mention that now that I am Mrs. Brockett, I'm told it's pronounced brocade. But my husband is one of a kind. There is only one Rod Brockett. And years ago we were working together in Pod 1. I remember it was in bed 2. We were standing there. Rod was at the head of the bed and I was at the foot of the bed. And I can't for the life of me remember what procedure he was doing, but with quite some bravado, he very proudly announced that anybody who does this is either brilliant or stupid. To which I replied, well, which one are you?
share your unhappy times and thus lessen them. I vow to share your happiness and thus multiply it. And lastly, I promise to be your best friend. With all of that being said, I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, B.A. Rod Brockett, take thee, Jessica Marie Nichols, to be my lawfully wedded wife.
I promise to encourage you, support you, inspire you and challenge you to be the very best person you can be, knowing with certainty that you will always do the same for me. I promise to respect you, to accept you as you are, and to love you unconditionally. Above all, as your devoted wife, I promise to always laugh at your jokes. With that being said, I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Jessica Marie Nichols, take thee, B.A. Rod Brockett, to be my lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forth, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love, honour and cherish as long as we both shall live.